This is either going to be the best or worst episode in Bloom Pod history, and that's Screech of
Tell
the
me
Chair.
why.
Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartbreak.
I don't even know the
Tell
lyrics,
me
really.
why.
Why do you think this could be the worst episode of Bloom Pod history?
Probably because I went to bed at 2 a.m. last night.
Same.
I talked audio all weekend. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll be fresh to talk audio, so that's like maybe I'll be like loose.
It'll be.
know?
We'll be like warmed
like
up.
warmed up. Like I'm
Yeah.
burned in.
Like we're getting
I
called
actually
out
have
of the
burn in.
bullpen.
I have burn in right now.
Yeah, you do have burn in.
So
That's
I've
awesome.
I have about 24 hours of burn in. 24 hours.
24 candles.
So,
yeah.
we're either really
I don't think we're
locked
allowed
in.
to sing that anymore.
We're either really locked in or not at all. So
Well,
I think we're gonna find out.
There's no time like the present.
That's right.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this program that we call Bloom Pod. We are joined, as always, by Matthew DeFazio, our fearless customer service leader, content extraordinaire. My name is Jake. I am also an employee here at Bloom Audio who does content and customer service. So that's what we do.
You are on payroll.
Today's Monday after CanJam, and we are exhausted. But you know what? The expectation would be that these guys are taking the day off. Partly because I want the day off. We should have taken today off.
Right.
But the grind doesn't stop, baby.
You know what? I
here.
actually messaged to a customer this morning who
What?
said, "Yeah, he's surprised he's in." I said, "This." I'm actually pulling up the thread right now. He said, "LOL. I'm very professional in my threads. LOL. Addicted to the grind." Whatever the kids are saying these days.
Oh, yeah.
You
I
like that?
I do
Yeah.
like that.
I'm very professional in my emails.
No, you're
Starting
not.
off an email
No,
with
you're not.
LOL is very professional in today's industry. I'm an expert.
I think people love us for it. I do think that's part of our glamour, is that if you're emailing Matty D, he might say something like sweetness. And
I
like,
say awesomeness way too much.
awesomeness is really cool. I do love hitting customers with awesomeness.
Awesomeness. Just send over the invoice.
You know, since I've been in customer service, I feel like I never really interacted with customer service, like, you know, post-order support and whatever. Like, and I think it's like, I almost like didn't know like that was allowed. I don't know how to describe it. I almost didn't even know that like, hey, like you can access the people that you're buying from. I just didn't know.
Yeah.
So, you know, I was a noob in the e-commerce world or whatever you want to call it. So, but ever since I've been at Bloom, I'll be like, oh, you know what? Well, like I have a question. Let me just hit these guys up. And like customer service agents are usually like really professional, really mature.
Yeah.
And I then in those moments realized just how absurd it is on how we run this company and like what we say to people, the relationships we have with people.
Yeah, it's pretty bananas.
But I think it's really cool though.
It's very
and
neat.
at CanJam, you see that. We saw a lot of friends at CanJam Dallas. Saw that one friend, I think Shane, who was at SoCal too. Is that his name? Oh man, I feel so bad. I forget his name. But Yusuf was there.
Yeah.
We hung out with Mark for a little while. That was fun. Was that the first night after the first day? Where he did that dongle test with us?
That was Sunday.
Oh, that was Sunday. Regardless, we saw Yo was there.
Yeah, got to meet.
Did you hang out with Yo?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, we were chatting a little bit.
He's always awesome. I got to meet Brian and Cooper, who I want to give a huge shout out to. They were at our room, lined up at 7:15 a.m. on Saturday, first day of the show.
Dude, I don't actually think I actually introduced myself or met them.
They were so.
I know you said you
such
did.
great people, and it was really cool seeing like a father and son have that like time together because like that's something they'll probably.
They're
look
both
back on.
audiophiles.
Yeah, it seemed like
I saw a couple of like father with their and like there was the one dad was there with his daughter.
Yeah.
Who won the RU9.
Yeah, that was really cute.
That was like a father daughter.
Yeah.
So
and
that
like
was
those
so cool.
like lining up at like 7:15 a.m. like in the moment may have been like, all right, this kind of sucks. But like they were so enthusiastic about it, and like they will look back on that one day and be like, "That was fun." Like, that was fun
so
to
cool,
do.
man.
Like it
yeah,
was
shout
really
out to
cool.
Brian and Cooper.
Yeah, that was awesome, man.
Yeah, dude, CanJam, like, I mean, that's pretty much what we're gonna do here this episode. Obviously, we're gonna talk CanJam. We'll talk impressions, obviously, shenanigans, but yeah, I think that this was like one of the more personal CanJams. You know, now this is only my third CanJam, so I can't even like what am I going off of? But this was definitely the most personal CanJam we've had this year. I think that it was a little bit of a smaller show, which I think actually worked better for us because I
Yes.
think people
I was just about to say
gravitated
that.
towards our
I
room
was just
because
about to say
like the
that.
show floor was like a little quieter. You know what I
For
mean?
sure. Oh, for sure.
And so I think that because of that, people were spending more time in a room, or we
Yep.
would just get more people in a room. So it's like, you know, New York and SoCal are way bigger shows, but this was like our busiest show of the year, I think.
It's kind of like in SoCal and New York, it's kind of like a busy restaurant. You kind of feel bad hogging up a spot, and there's so much else to do that it's like, all right, I got to listen to this, and then I got to go hit other stuff. So like, I'll see you guys, and we don't really see them. Maybe they'll pop in the next day, but like Dallas, like you could chill at a seat for a good amount of time,
dude. For an hour,
yeah, like
an hour
you
plus,
you could listen to just about
yeah,
everything you wanted to.
And a lot of people were just like sitting there and like, yeah, I was making fun of a couple of them because they were just like flagship hopping.
Yeah.
Because they would be like, oh, can I get Ventura? Yeah, sure. And like in 20 minutes they'd come back. Can I get GMA? Yeah, sure. And they come back like, is Twilight available? I'm like, bruh, you just flagship hopping, bro. You buying any of these, bro? And they'll like give me a smile. They're like, well, I gotta catch up, dude.
Yeah.
Like.
And if once they're like not in our room, they're probably at Music Tech's booths because like there's so many flagships there. It was like it was flagship CanJam, really.
Well, it's just been a flag.
Time listening,
dude. It's been such a big year for IMs.
Yeah.
I'm just starting to, you know, we say, oh, it's been a great year for budget IMs. Oh, it's been a great year for flagship, like, and everything between. It's just been like an insane year. The amount of IMs that have come out this year, for all different kinds of flavors, a lot of unique stuff.
Yeah.
And you saw that too, like at the Music Tech booth, like.
But D1 was star of the show.
Yeah.
D1 was #1 star. Dude, the hype for that headphone, I've never seen hype materialize so fast at CanJam.
Yeah, that was insanity.
Maybe the RE2 Pro at CanJam New York City like 2.5 years ago.
Well, it seems like the Headamame Pro was getting a lot of hype.
Headamame Pro, yeah, but I mean, dude, D1 was on a different atmosphere.
Well, we'll talk about it. Let's yeah, I wrote down just like a loose guideline.
Oh, cool.
It's not like as much of a structure, but I thought it would be cool to go through the trip chronologically because you and I actually, I think for the last show, we were just like so together because we were doing content together.
We were on the same schedule. Now
so we had the same schedule. And it's kind of funny because now we had like the exact opposite schedule. Yeah. So like I low key like barely saw you this weekend.
I know. I felt that too.
So I thought we could go through chronologically our weekend. We also, I mean, it started off with me coming from Orlando and then you came from obviously the office here and from Philly. But once we met up, I hadn't seen you in a week also. Yeah. And I don't even know what to say. You were so mean to me while I was gone the whole time. I was
very mean because I missed you.
But anyway, Saturday, you know, we hung out a little bit Friday night. I feel like there wasn't like a ton going on, but Saturday and Sunday we had exact opposite schedules. So I just wanted to see like what your impressions were on like day one versus day two, whether it was interactions with with customers or with friends, or obviously your impressions on like show stuff. I don't know. I'm sure you took notes. Like I took some notes.
Oh yeah, I took
there's
notes,
some stuff I'm gonna have to pull up. I forget the names of.
Same.
But yeah, what was your like takeaways from Saturday, whether it was interaction wise, impression wise? Why don't we just start off with that?
Yeah. Saturday was the day I got to go out on the showroom floor and listen to everything. So
you were out for a long time too.
Yeah, I got all my hours on Saturday for listening time. So I got 2 straight hours to just go buck wild. And that was fun.
And you didn't have content.
Yeah, so I was just like,
so you were a free man.
Yeah, I was like, I'm just gonna listen to whatever.
What was your first listen?
My first listen was Lynn Stoll's booth. I wanted to check out Divine and Diablo, but I only got to check out Diablo. But then I pivoted to Orchestra too.
Did you get to check out Divine at all?
No, I never did.
All right, well we can talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you think about Diablo? It's the collaboration with Crinier, 7 Hertz. What were your thoughts?
Yeah, I thought it was okay. I don't know. I didn't love it. I thought there was aspects of it that I did enjoy, but for the most part, like, I don't know. I'd probably still recommend it to a certain niche customer, but overall, I wasn't like super impressed. Like I thought it was just fine. Like I thought the sub bass was pretty decent, but like other than that, like sometimes the upper mids got like overly thin. Like it was weird. It kind of felt bassy and then hollow in the mid range and treble. So it was like, okay, you have this cool bass and then everything else just kind of sounds carved out. So I'd like to see the graph because I don't know if it's actually scooped or anything like that, but
Yeah.
it felt like that to me a lot, and I did not really enjoy it. I'll say this in my notes. I actually said it's very track dependent for me. So some tracks I enjoyed it, and some tracks I was like, I could never use this. And I'd say it didn't work too well for most of my rock listening, and I do like to enjoy a lot of rock. So it wouldn't work for my library, but I think some customers could listen to it and really fall in love with it.
Yeah, you know what, dude? I think that, and just for a little bit more context for the folks at home, 7 Hertz and Critical have 2 collab IMs, Diablo and Divine. They're both $149.
That's a good price.
Planar magnetic driver IMs.
That's a good price. $149 is really
good. No. So, competitive price, premium feel, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, when I was like, these are nice. I'm just now learning right now that they're $150. Yeah, I kind of can't believe it. The cable was nice.
The cable was very nice.
So just a clean presentation. I gotta say, everything I've seen that Crin's been involved with has just been like very professional, very clean looking.
Yeah. But I think that's why I have the impressions I do of Diablo. If this was like a first IM for like, let's say this was like Fosse's first IM or something like that, I think I'd be more excited about it. But Crin's standard's really high for me that it's like, if it doesn't seriously wow me across my entire library, I'm kind of harsher on it, which may be unfair to Crin, but that's just what it is.
Well, I don't think so. I think that comes with being successful and having like a lot of great collabs, and like now, I mean, even his own company. So I mean, this isn't Crinier. This is just a Crin collab with 7 Hertz. And the only thing with me about Diablo, so that's what everyone kept saying. It's like bassy. It's this bassy IM, and I've just found that the bass was like a little underwhelming. I guess the quantity was there, but it didn't have like enough thickness and weight to it.
Exactly.
To where it felt flat. Like the IM to me felt like it fell a little flat on its face. It didn't feel very full. I could kind of see like what the tuning was doing, but I would agree that it wasn't weighty enough for me. Like it didn't, and I'm not just talking about the bass, I'm talking about the mid-range. Yep. I guess the vocals were pretty forward facing, so I guess that was good. I guess just like the thing with the Diablo at $150, it's good, but I'm just in a spot where I'm like, well, I think you could get, if you could spend $30 and you're a fan of Crin, if you could spend $30 more, just get Daybreak. I would never recommend Diablo over Daybreak.
Yeah. I agree.
I would recommend Dita Prelude at $159 over Diablo. I think it hits a little bit harder. I think it's a little bit more detailed. I don't think it's as premium feeling. That's what I'll say. So I'll give compliments to the chef manufacturing. I mean, they cooked. 7 Hertz did a great job. Wasn't crazy about Diablo, but I did listen to Divine, which I guess they're dropping together. And it's a bummer you didn't get to listen to Divine, because I was actually pretty excited about 7 Hertz Divine. So this is the other one, a collab with Crim. It's a planar. It's $150, and it's reference. It is like a pretty flat, pretty reference set. Now, what I'll say is usually sets like that, like Z Got Horizon is like a recent one that reviewers are kind of freaking out about, and people really like it, and that's cool. Yeah. I don't like Horizon at all. Like, not at all. And to be honest, I don't usually like reference IMs. I usually need a little bit of color, a little bit of warmth, a little bit of bass, a little bit of something that pulls it apart. I'm not a studio engineer. I'm just not a part of the group of audiophiles that want that super clean, accurate reproduction. That's just not my style. So I find myself usually not enjoying those. But Divine was really cool because it sounded so atmospheric and immersive, but it still had that really balanced sound in a way that I haven't seen in an IM before. And I think at $150, this is like really cool. Yeah. Like this is like even, again, and now it's hard because I'm just saying how it's not really my style. But if I had to pick a reference set, I would pick Divine. What I appreciated about it is it was thick and weighty, even though it was still like reference. I thought it was very unique actually. And I thought that this was like a highlight for me of the show, was the 7 Hertz Divine.
I think it was kind of the big draw because it's accessible. Yeah. It's Crin. Yeah. It's kind of like the big one, I would say. There was obviously better listens and listens I was more excited about. But those were like, I think the big ones for sure. Yeah, and so I'm on Team Divine, which is so bizarre because if you would look at the graphs, or if you would just describe these two IMs to me without listening, I'm picking Diablo, of course. Sure, but I was pleasantly surprised. I was happy to enjoy Divine. I'm happy that I enjoyed that set because usually that wouldn't be for me.
Linsel, speaking of Linsel, you said you checked out Orchestra too.
I did, yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I love Orchestra Light sound signature, so I kind of
Yeah.
expected the same from Orchestra too, and I feel like I got that.
Yeah.
We were kind of having a conversation at the show, like I would really have to A and B them to really know like what I'm getting out of Orchestra 2 that I felt like I wasn't getting out of Orchestra Light. So I think immediately, and this may not be fair without A and Bing them, so take this for a grain of salt. Like if you have the Orchestra Light, I wouldn't say like, oh, go out and get Orchestra 2. It's
Yeah,
gonna
I would
be
agree.
like that big jump in performance upgrade. But like it's the IM to get if you love vocal presentation. Like if you
Yeah.
love that, like Orchestra 2 only improves upon that in that
Yep.
aspect. So I still think it's an amazing IM that I love. And
Some
like,
of the best isolation.
yeah, dude. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Yeah. Like the passive isolation is ridiculous, but vocals are so unveiled, so clear, so crisp. Just good tonality. Like it's just very good. Like I just,
Yeah. It exists well with the. I mean, you can hear it's in the name. Like Orchestra Light is like such a great IM for all the reasons you're saying. So when there's like Orchestra 2, it as soon as like because I hadn't listened to Orchestra Light in a little while, and as soon as I heard Orchestra 2, I was like, yeah, that's right. Like this is what this is.
Yeah,
It is
exactly.
like there's a familiarity with it where it's like, or like with something like the Monarch series, you know, like. There is like this familiarity that comes with it right away. Now, but what I would say is I immediately think that if you have an Orchestra Light, I don't think you need to upgrade.
Yeah.
I think they're the same exact price. I think they're doing the same thing. But what I will say is if you don't have one,
Exactly.
buy Orchestra 2.
Exactly what I had in my
Would you
notes.
agree?
Yeah, exactly
Yeah.
what I put in my notes. Like now if somebody was looking for the sound signature of Orchestra Light where I would have recommended the Light, I would now just like be like get the 2 because I think there's just improvement there and it just sounds really good. I just love the tonality of the Orchestra Light and Orchestra 2 I always have. It just sounds like it doesn't sound super natural to my ears in the sense of like it's not super referenced. But in a way, it sounds like how I want music to sound. If that makes sense, you know. It's like
it's not super colored at the same time.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it's not natural.
It's not natural, but it feels like this is how I want it.
I
want natural to sound. Like.
It's like my reference.
Yeah, exactly.
I like reference IMs in Orchestra Light.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say. So,
yeah, it's kind of like a meme, but I just think it has some of like the cleanest instrument separation.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
In like any IM, like actually any IM you can get. Like I think if you're like, you know, people when they're new to the hobby talk about, you know, I heard it a bunch this weekend actually. A lot of new audiophiles this weekend, which was so cool.
Yeah, it was. It was cool to see that.
But I heard a lot of them say like, I feel like I'm in the room. And that's something like I heard like people were talking about like Top Pro. They were saying that. Like Freddie from Headphone. He was saying, I feel like I'm in the room. I can't do a German accent. But,
Freddie, shout out to Freddie.
Yeah,
man.
shout out to Freddie.
So hard. I love Freddie.
But that's what I love about Orchestra Light. It's one of the most immersive, cleanest separated. You know, it works with like shoegaze for me because that is such a clustered bomb of just like so much going on to where like that's the style, but it's like almost like crappy. Yeah. But what's cool with like an IM like that is it really does separate it really nicely, and then it just makes it like so immersive. Yeah. I loved Orchestra 2. One of my favorites at the show. I feel like all my favorites are at the Linsol booth, man, and that's like
really
Glaze. Well, because I also listened to the Yu9 2.
Oh yeah, I didn't get my. I was so mad that I didn't. I'm sorry. I'm airdropping my notes so I can have them on my laptop instead of looking at my phone.
Oh, I should do that too. I'm
gonna do it.
Let's have an intermission.
The Tway or the Q, however you pronounce it.
Well, it's pronounced. It's spelled Q.
But it's pronounced Tway, I guess. And it's at the top of my listening notes for what to listen to, and I didn't get my hands on it. So I'm excited to hear you talk about it because the hype for that set is unbelievable, through the roof. And I wish I got my hands on it.
Did you hear that airdrop?
I did. I actually muted mine, so I didn't get that noise because I thought it was going to blare, but yours wasn't too loud.
Okay, let's talk about Tway real quick. So this is not a Linsol IM, although Caleb, also known as FC Construct.
Mr. Construct.
Also known as Mr. Construct. Also known as my favorite reviewer in this space. Favorite for short form, for sure. But he had his personal set there, which actually I then found out he was trying to sell. So it's kind of funny, like, yeah, listen to the Tway. You like it? Do you want to buy it? I think he was trying to sell his personal set, which is so funny. This is a set that has a ton of hype in this hobby and is currently out of stock. It's $400, and it's selling for more than MRSP right now. Yep. So I don't know who makes it. I don't know who. I should probably look it up, right?
Dude, this IM is just incredible to me because like,
Oh, Elise, that's right. Elise has it.
but like Headfi is saying Yu9 Fish 9 Que reviews. Where's the fish coming from? What's happening with the fish? Like this IEM is just like mythical to me because I genuinely don't understand what's happening with it. I don't know who manufactures it. I don't know. Is it Fish Audio? Like what's going? It's Yu9 Audio.
I was asking someone, is Yu9 the brand? I'm on Elise Audio's website right now looking at it. I think Yu9 Audio.
Okay. I just feel numb.
Yu9 Audio. To me it's QUE. It looks like Quay, but I think it's Tua. Dude, I don't know. I'm so noob. We're gonna we are gonna get noob allegations in the comments for this. I just got to move on. I don't know how to pronounce
this review. The fish is fresh. Does Tway is that a fish?
Oh, yeah. The fish is fresh. Thanks, Elise Audio. If not, the fantastic Yu9 Que.
Dude, I think I'm gonna buy it. I think I'm just gonna buy it. Like
nah, bro,
at this point, just to have it in the freaking.
Dude, we need to bring it on. I think they want people to.
Dude,
I think they're trying.
I don't have a brand partner connect. I don't know.
We got to reach out to Caleb.
This is.
Would he
nuts.
answer us? He does not know us.
You don't know.
He don't know us at all.
I'm in the works of it. I am, but it's just like this is nuts. Like this is crazy.
Listen to my when I listen to this this like mystery IM. It was like one of the more immersive, world creating, like
it can't be this
detailed good. Like
no,
it was just unbelievable.
Is this like better than Moondrop Variations? Like what's going on?
100% better
no,
than Moondrop
dude,
Variations.
come on.
I said these are my notes that I wrote just jotting down. You ready? This is Glaze. Bass detail is out of this world. Super immersive. Bassy without being overly warm. Upper mid-range detail is chef's kiss. Lots of good treble resolution. Great set in a price range that's not as popular. That was my live notes while listening.
But you're just like, you're value hunting. Like, is it that good?
I think it might be. I think it's like similarly to how for the value how Zen's Top Pro is like otherworldly. I think it's that kind of thing. But
it's better than Top Pro?
I like it more than Top Pro.
Oh
yeah,
my
for sure.
Gosh, bro. All right.
I think
it's really better than Moondrop Variations. You're on record saying this.
I think so, yeah. I own Moondrop. I have Moondrop Variations. Yeah, it's better. I like it more. What? Dude, this IM was the best IM I heard at the show. I guess it's not true. I listened to something from Music Tech that was like $7,500 and it was unbelievable, but whatever. We'll talk about it later. Yeah. But dude, Tway was like literally my highlight of the show.
What?
Dude,
the fish is fresh.
Bro, it's mythical. This is like a mythical IM.
Aura.
It's so exciting and it's so bassy, but it's not warm. It's not balanced. It was one of the more unique IMs I think I've ever heard in my entire life.
Dude, I can't believe this.
Dude, it's so good.
When I get my hands on it, I'm going back to this episode, bro, because I can't.
Dude, I feel like people in the comments are gonna know. I mean, I'm just on Elise right now. Look at the reviews,
I know. That's why I'm like, what's happening?
Have you seen what the people say on Headfi?
Yes, dude. Well, Headfi, they glaze a lot.
Oh yeah, they glaze.
Headfi glaze a lot, and I like it because it's sweet because they really love audio, but they glaze a lot.
Dude, listen. This was like my favorite headphone of the
come on, bro.
Dude, when I heard Caleb was selling it at $350, I was like $350.
I probably would have bought it.
I should have bought it. Right then and there. I can't believe you didn't get to listen to it.
I'm like,
was Caleb at the booth when you were there?
No.
That sucks.
And then when I had to leave, he was going back to the show. I'm sorry for anybody listening and they're falling asleep to my voice because I'm very tired.
Yeah, people, I mean, we were at CanJam 24 hours ago. Yeah. We were at CanJam 12 hours ago.
I'm just looking at
12 hours ago, we were driving home.
And we told each other, see you later today.
And we told each other, see you later today. That's not even true because that was more at like 1:15. Yeah, that was like 11 hours ago. Yeah, folks, this is like a snooze fest. We're doing impressions. It's CanJam week, people. Yeah. But we're here.
We're here.
We love each other.
Yeah.
And we love you.
And I'll get hype when I do the shout outs at the end. I will get hype.
Okay, good. Let's move on to some more impressions. Is there anything else that you want to get to? Because I don't really know what you listen to, bro.
I can tell you everything I listen to.
Go ahead.
I listen to the Alter Ego Melodic Artification, which is
I was hearing about that.
The most insane name of all time. I listen to the
terrible name.
Yeah. Unique Melody Pantera. I listened to the Elysian Duo. I listened to the Camper 752B, the Mephisto Tour de Force, the Headamame Pro, the Aduma stuff. And I think that's about. I think that was it.
Let's talk about the camper. Let's talk about the camper I am and the Elysian I am. I haven't listened to either, so you're gonna have to fill me in here.
All right. Do you want the good or the bad?
Oh boy, give me the good first.
Okay, the good is the Camper 752B. I know, and
I'm so nervous about what you're gonna say about Elysian. Then.
I know
They're my goat.
Do you want me to read? Do you want me to read my notes word for word
for camper?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Is it gonna be just a glazed town?
Unveiled as fudge, so revealing. Detailed, emphasizing the mids for sure, but tastefully done. Some may say shouty. To me, I think vocals are brilliant. Just so forward and rich. Very good and most likely my favorite camper to date.
How much is this I am?
This I am is not for the faint of heart. This I am, I'm going to get the exact price here because I have it in my head, but I want to be exact here. This I am is coming in at a humble $5,500. So obviously very budget friendly. Something that you can just pick up and kind of forget about.
So you can literally buy a stereo for a similar thing and it'll be cheaper.
Yeah. So here's the deal about the 752B that my notes don't highlight, and something that Bobby Moore said really captivated me. Shout out Bobby Moore, customer of Bloom Audio, just a great audiophile. His impressions are always very good, and his thoughts on IEM I find to be very detailed, and he's just.
Shout out Bobby.
He's effortlessly smart in the way he talks about audio, and I really appreciate his insight. He is a former Storm owner.
Okay.
And he's
former.
This is what I'm saying, dude. He was like, I picked up the 752B to replace my Storm because I didn't like how much power and scaling went with the Storm, that I always felt like I was chasing after the next level of sound with Storm. I was always carrying around all this stuff to give it the proper power. I got the upgrade cables for it because they got the 4-wire and the 8-wire Storm cables. And we won't even have to get into that. But all that to say, he was like, I bought the 752B because it's just easy and I get the same vocals as I do with Storm. And I actually agreed with that.
Subtonic Storm vocals?
Dude, they were so unbelievably raw. It was kind of unbelievable. It was, I listened to Mac DeMarco on it. Oh. And it was kind of like he had just recorded the song and I plugged my IMs just into his interface or laptop. Yeah. It was this is insane. This is nuts.
Dude, that's awesome.
The rest of the sound, I would say I didn't like as much as Storm, but the vocals were very reminiscent. I still like.
But that's kind of the best part of Storm.
So that's what I'm saying.
Are the best part of Storm.
That's why it's kind of I get where Bobby's coming from and just being I'm just gonna roll with the 752B because they were pretty efficient. I drove them off my DX180 absolutely no problem, just touching up. Storm I legit did have to crank up on my DX180 this is crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. How do they get those vocals, man? Can we just get that on?
I don't know. I genuinely
can we get that on a Bloom Audio IM?
Dude, I don't know how they did it. It's black magic. It is black.
It is black magic.
But yeah, so the 752B kind of, everybody kept asking me what was the highlight of my show, and I kind of kept going back to that one just because I wasn't expecting it. Because all of Camper's lineup, up until Mona Lisa, which I still wasn't that big on, I was like, this is good, but how good is it? Is this a sound that I really have felt like it's unique? 752B was unique to me, and it did kind of highlight Camper's sound signature of being very detailed, resolving, mature, without being shrill.
I could have sworn you liked Mona Lisa.
Yeah, I did. I think it's kind of...
Because I feel like we had the same camper conversation
We did.
time.
It was the best camper to date for me. And I did like it, but I was like, I can find the sound signature elsewhere. I can't with the camper sound.
I would agree with that. I listened to Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa was good.
Yeah.
But when you bring in points of comparison, it's I don't think it's
not special.
Great.
Too much money.
And the way people talk about camper is just
glazed
come
town.
On, man. I can't be doing this.
Yeah, it's redundant.
And it's funny. I talked to a lot of the water cooler guys at the music tech booth thinking my opinion was going to be kind of crapped on for what I think about camper. And Bobby Moore was like, dude, I feel the same way. It's why I can't believe I bought this IM. And I talked to IL and he was like, yeah, I don't like camper either, but that one's special.
Dude.
So it seemed like people had
I wish I listened.
It was pretty special.
Yeah, it's about.
And it was Bobby's personal pair. It wasn't even on the table. So
did you listen in the Bloom Room?
No, I listened at Music Tech. He was like, dude, you got to hear this one.
Yeah.
So now to move to the Dio.
Dio or Duo?
It's Dio. So
okay.
I say Dio, and someone when they handed it to me, they said Dio. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go with this.
Elysian
I love Elysian
Dio.
I love Elysian. I love Lee's tuning. Obviously with Mystic Craft, we all saw that reaction. Goat. Here's the raw notes.
Raw.
Meh. Period. Actually, kinda disappointed. Period. Does not work with most of my library. Male vocals kind of shriek, but female vocals and more laid back R&B is very nice.
Oh.
My pop tracks just don't really do it for me with this set, which is a large portion of what I listen to. Tame Impala, et cetera, et cetera. Technically good, albeit sounding unnatural to me in the upper mids.
Albeit.
They were just like, male vocals were just like shrill. I was like, it sounds like way too thin.
That sucks.
And like someone described to me, like, this is a better Annihilator. And I listened, I was like, this is not
a better
Annihilator at all. This is a downgrade, and I don't understand why. I didn't even look at the price, but when someone says a better Annihilator, I imagine it's more expensive than the Annihilator. And
it was mid.
I just did not enjoy it. And this is one that appears to be has been out for a while. But I just finally got to listen to it. And man, I did not enjoy it really at all. Just very thin.
Dang. Dude, that sucks.
Yeah, it was a bummer. I was really looking forward to it. I was like, oh my gosh, Lee's going to do it again, another masterclass.
Yeah.
And I listened, I was like, And again, that could just be my library. That could just be my thoughts. But man, Why
do you think Lee hates us?
I wish I knew, man. I wish I knew. I want
to sell your product.
I want him so bad.
Want him so bad, I'm going insane.
I want him so bad.
I've been getting those memes. I want her so bad, I'm going insane. It's just that on an Instagram story text create.
Like, bro, I get it. If I don't have the aura to carry Hex,
but
I'll settle with
just
myth.
tell me.
Just tell me.
Tell me I don't have aura.
Let me know. Boy, I love the way you do it whenever you...
Let's talk about Headamame Pro.
Okay.
I think we're going to have differing
We are going to.
opinions
And
here.
I have a story about this, so you can... Do you want to go first or should I?
I don't know. I feel bad talking about this. I feel guilty.
Please do, because I'm excited about this.
I feel guilty because so it's the guy from Capper Straps
Brian.
who tuned it.
Yes.
And then there was another guy who I don't know.
Who made the
yeah.
headphone, who made the housing.
And he was very transparent, like, I have nothing to do with the tuning, that's all. Is his name Brian from Capper Straps?
Yes.
Okay. They were so nice. I think it was
Awesome.
my first time meeting them.
Awesome guys.
They were both so cool, man. I loved hanging out with them. And when they were talking about the headphone, they were so excited and they were so proud. Like, and I was like, this is so cool, man. Like, DIY, it's like a startup, right?
Yeah.
And I listened to it. And I'm sitting there listening to it after talking with them about it, like, and I'm like, what am I gonna say? I don't like it. What am I gonna say? I felt bad. I've seen you work master classes of like, you're listening to something, you look at me, and like you don't like, you'll give me a look, and it's like, yeah, he hates this. Yeah. He doesn't like this. They were so nice to him. He's like, what's he gonna say? And then you will like so politely, so delicately talk about something, like you'll mention something that you'll like note is impressive and then somehow sneak in that it's not for you and somehow move right on. And I'm like sitting there, and as I'm listening to it, I'm just like so unimpressed, so unhappy with it. And I'm just like, what am I gonna say to these guys? They're so freaking awesome.
Yeah. And
they're right here, and like it's so DIY, and like I was like, shoot. But yeah, I thought that it was just like bloated. I thought that the vocals were awful.
Wow. Okay. This
like,
is getting
awful.
Crazy. Okay.
I just like, this is getting crazy, folks. And so mean. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel so bad. You meet these people that are so excited. I've never made a headphone. Dude, if I made a headphone, it would suck. Are you kidding? But dude,
oh my gosh.
So like
the story that I have following up this is incredible.
I'm just saying, like, I'm sitting here like I was not like, I wore a monk costume 2 weeks ago on this very program. So like, don't take what I'm saying for anything.
Oh my god.
But I just thought the like upper mid range was terrible.
Okay.
This is what I said.
Oh my gosh.
Doesn't sound natural.
Whoa.
Pretty bassy.
Okay.
Vocals front and center, but not clear. Mid-range is okay. At least they're lightweight and comfortable.
Whew.
I said
Okay.
mid-range is okay.
You
I
did-
said the vocals are front and center,
you
but they
said
kind of
that.
sounded like they were underwater.
Okay. Oh my. Okay.
I was not a fan of the Headamame Pro. I feel like I'm going to be cast out of like the audiophile kingdom right now. Dude, this has been so successful. Like they've like had such a great drop. It's really going well for them. They're so passionate. Super nice guys. Had a lovely conversation with them on both days. They're going to be featured in our video. Steve loved the headphone. I feel naked right now. I feel like I wore a monk costume 2 weeks ago. So please, no one like.
Actually, the feeling of saying something bad about like that, like I do get what you're saying, but I feel naked right now. Like I feel ashamed.
Dude, I feel ashamed.
Embarrassed.
I
I
feel
feel like exposed.
Dude, I'm going home after this podcast. I think. Will you make fun of me if I go home?
I think I'm taking off for Veterans Day tomorrow. Okay.
I can go home after this, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. All right. All right. Let's get. Here we go. So.
Oh, but Andrew got us lunch.
Yeah. That's bad. To leave right after lunch is crazy. Okay. All right. Here we go.
Oh,
I'm gonna lock in for this
I have to work.
because I get what you're saying. I understand where you're coming from.
Maybe I'll go home after. I'm
Okay.
done doing the podcast. Dude, I want to go home so bad.
I know. Forget about all that. But what you said, I'm going to validate you because I understand where you're coming from. And I think
Thank God.
I understand, but here's the deal. I told Brian this. I said, this reminds me of the R70X Refine. And the R70X Refine from Audio-Technica is extremely relaxed, and it's not natural to my ears.
Mm-hmm.
That headphone wasn't natural to my ears,
Mm-hmm.
but I liked it.
Yeah.
And the reason why I liked it is because it's something that I can enjoy without much effort. I don't have to form a crazy opinion on it to be the most technical piece of kit that I've ever gotten.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is that to say there were some songs where I was like, yeah, this doesn't work? Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it saved a little bit by the pricing? I would say so.
Yeah.
I think if it was any more, I'd be like, not really for me. But
Yeah.
I think with that headphone, I could listen to that for hours on end without much thought about it. And with some brain burning, like I'd just be like, yeah, I do enjoy this. Like it's bassy, it's relaxed, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's not offensive to me. Yeah. Are some of my vocals a little bit congested?
So I just thought that it was offensive because I just don't think it did vocals well at all.
I
was like pretty bummed
tend
about
to say that, but sometimes I am just listening to Skyrim ambience. And some days I am listening to like some like
Jazz,
orchestral, instrumental, like just like off the wall stuff that I don't normally listen to. And that's what I do with my R70X Refine at home. And I think for anybody looking for that, someone like Steve, who I know likes a bassier profile, a much warmer profile, and there's some IEMs that he likes, like the Neon 4, that I'm like, dude, this is garbage because it's congested and just like gross. And like he's like, no, I love it because it's relaxed. And I'm like, I understand that. And I think that's where I'm coming from with this headphone. Where I'm like, I could just listen to this for hours on end.
It was so comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
light.
I think there's pros. I understand why it wouldn't be for you. I understand why someone who likes the D1, the Sennheiser HD 650, the 600, like they would listen to this and be like, this is not it for me. And I get it. But to me, I was just like, I do enjoy this. I could see myself getting it. I could just see myself listening to some Frank Sinatra every once in a while with it, loving the spacey and imaging, loving the string plucks and pulls and the overall weight string instruments had to it. But yeah, I don't listen to your impressions. I'm like, this is ridiculous. You didn't give enough time. You did. Like, I totally get where you come from. The reason why I was laughing so hard,
I think this is gonna be a bummer.
is because I go to sit down and Brian's like, hey man, like I've been waiting for you to come by. Like I was wondering when you'd stop by and stuff. And I was like, yeah man, like I knew this was a stop I had to take. Like I'm extremely excited to listen to it. He's like, yeah, I am too, because I'm excited for you to get on the Bloom Pod and talk about how bad it is. Oh my God. Like, and when you came back to the room and said you weren't enjoying it, that's immediately popped into my head. So Brian, I did enjoy it. I think you're listening. But I'm sorry that assumption and that idea did kind of come to fruition here. I am bummed about that. But hey man, we're never going to pull back on this podcast. We're not going to.
I feel awful. Brian.
Dude, it is what it is.
Let me
man.
address
like,
Brian. Let me look him in the eyes.
Oh
I've never
my
met
gosh.
you until about 48 hours ago. I had a great time at your booth. I love your straps. I love what you're doing for this community. I'm terribly sorry for my words on Blue Pod. I did a chant to Steven Kostis on this podcast 2 weeks ago. So please, like, everything I'm saying, like, I am deprived of sleep and energy. This sucks.
Hey man, I've been in many positions where I've had to tell brand partners like,
you're not a fan.
I'm not and that happened with the.
Well,
ADX.
It's funny because like he doesn't even know me. He's like, who is this guy?
I know, and that happened with me with the ADX 7000. I had to look Pat in the eyes, and I had to say,
dude, the ADX 7000 is incredible.
So beyond mid. Like that's a headphone that's just so beyond mid. That's
dude.
Like,
when Mark listened to that and. He didn't even know because he was listening and we're sitting there talking and like we both love Mark and we love his reviews and like we're so polar opposites on that headphone.
Yeah.
And I said to you, I was like, one of us is about to be severely let down right now. And I knew it was me. I don't know how I knew it was going to be me. It wasn't off of sound impressions. I thought Mark would have liked it, but I don't know. It's
just so beyond mid.
It's too expensive.
So beyond mid.
Oh,
and people are going to love it because I don't blame them because kind of what I described about the R70X Refine carries over that headphone. It's just a bummer. It's $3,500.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why? Like, yeah, whatever.
Let's talk about the, I think this is going to be a fun discussion.
Yeah.
And I should actually preface this by saying I didn't even listen to it, but.
Okay, where's this going?
The Italians.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Dude, they're doing something over there.
Yeah.
They're doing
again, just and what Aduma. The folks over at Aduma from Italy, my people.
Yes.
Your people.
My people
Mr.
big time. Look at my
DeFazio.
nose. My people big time.
They were so sweet over there. And
nice.
They had a lot of source gear.
Very classy.
They were very they were a little too
almost
classy.
Like I felt like a gangster.
I was sitting there with a camera, like recording them. Like this feels wrong.
Like they're in a blazer. Like I'm in a
Yeah.
Bloom Audio T-shirt with like a
so
text,
professional.
like a
and you could tell English was not their first language too, and they were just like killing it, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
very, very classy.
So I forget what it is. The portable DAC amp. What it was called?
Oh my gosh.
Do you know what it was called?
I could figure out what it's called.
Figure it out. Because this is going to spark a conversation of...
Yeah, I'm excited about this one.
Yeah. I didn't have time to listen. So I should just say, on the first day, and I'm like kind of... I got to do this...
the Brioso.
Brioso?
Aduma Brioso. PHPA1.
Okay.
Government issued name.
I hate that name.
This is terrible. Let's just call it the Brioso.
So they basically have a DAC
I
amp
can't.
that I did not listen to because... The first day, the audio for our video got screwed up, so I was like, we were kind of like bum rushing day 2, like trying to get as much content as we could.
Way to go, audio guy.
Thanks, Matt. Anyway, I didn't get a chance to listen, but I heard gleaming reviews from Steve and from you about this $5,500.
Whoa! Only $5,000. Come on, take it easy. Take it easy on the Brioso.
About this $5,000 effing dollar portable DAC amp.
All right, this is a family-friendly program.
That apparently can drive Susvara, Modhouse Tungsten, and that's great. But $5,000, like, who is this for? Should you buy it? Is it that good?
Because
at $5,000, it better be like it's portable, but like that should be all I need.
I
right?
will say, like, if I'm genuinely asking or answering the question of like who is it for, like it is for guys who have never seen an economy class flight in their lives. Like they've never seen the back of the plane. Like they've never put their luggage over top of the headbands. They've never that's the end of their world.
So half of our listeners.
Yeah. Like they can't even fathom that. And they bought
We're
this.
so broke compared to everyone.
We're so broke. They bought that because their system at home will never leave their system at home, and their system at their vacation home will never leave that place of residence. This is because they bought this for like a fun vacation they have planned in the next 2 weeks, and they need something that can drive.
And they can't be without their.
They can't be without their. Oh my gosh, no! Oh my gosh, that's.
Or their Dan Clark E3s or
the Susvara.
the Susvara OG.
The Susvara Unveiled that they have as their backup in case the Susvara blows.
Well, they have their Susvara Unveiled in the office. The
Yeah.
OGs in the listening room.
Yes.
Yes.
Like, this is not for the faint of heart. If you have never spent more than $500 on audio, skip this portion of the video. It's not for you. It's not for me and you. We will never own this product.
I'll never own the product. Listen, I get that it can drive anything. It drives it well. It sounds good.
It sounds better than my Element 4.
Okay.
100%. Like,
so
it's
it sounds
not
really
close.
good. What about some of the features on this thing, though?
It has this interesting.
Isn't it just like crossfeed?
It's interesting crossfeed implementation.
Why is crossfeed so big right now?
So it's like,
I don't get it. I don't care about it.
What they described to me is like they're chasing after what they find in speakers and their speaker systems. And I will say the implementation of crossfeed has never been of interest to me.
Yeah.
This product did do it pretty well.
It was cool.
It was cool.
Nice, man.
I was listening to Marvin Gaye and like turned it on, was kind of like, all right, man.
He's so sick.
He is sick.
I love Marvin
and his
Gaye.
music's kind of perfect for it.
I want you. Da, da, da,
Yeah.
da.
It was kind of perfect.
Is there like EQ capability? Like, is there anything
It has
else on the
analog bass EQ adjustments that was remarkable for
Bro,
acoustic guitar.
This is a fresh Krispy Kreme donut,
Dude,
bro.
I mean, it came out of the oven.
Remarkable for an acoustic. I actually need that.
Dude.
Yeah, I need that.
Jack Johnson
Oh,
with that John.
let's get into it.
I can't say John to a product of the Brioso's caliber. I need to say.
Mark was making fun of us. He came to the booth when you weren't there on the first day. He said, so which of these Johns should I check out or something like that?
He hit me
like,
with Devastating,
dang,
and
bro.
I was like,
Yeah.
all right, Mark, I'm a loser. I get it. He didn't mean it like that, but I just, whenever I hear somebody quote me, I'm like,
On the
I
podcast,
am the
it's
worst
weird, isn't it?
person ever.
Yeah,
I speak
I'm
very...
a terrible person.
I think the Brioso was brilliant. I think it was remarkable. I think the idea that technology exists and can only come down in price is fascinating to me.
Yes.
And when I looked him in the eyes and I said, what should I pair this with? I assume like the Elite, like that's rather efficient. And he said, no, it can drive Susvara. I was just like, get out of my face. Like I literally was like, why are you lying to me? Like, why do you feel comfortable lying to me?
That's
and
what
then
I
I
was
plugged
gonna
in
say.
Sasibaka and I was
Sussy
like,
Baga.
Brioso, speaking to me right now.
That's kind of what I wanted to say about that DAC amp is like, when I found out, like you came to the room and you were like, dude, you have to go to this booth tomorrow. It's 5,000. Oh, you didn't say the price, but you said it's a portable DAC amp. It drives us far. It sounds amazing. It's like
it was mind blowing. I told him, dude. I told him,
mind blowing.
I told that guy that rep 7 times. This is insane. This is black magic.
So I
This is
just
nuts."
like I heard that and I was like, thank God. Like, thank God because this is like one of, there's a couple of things we talk about is like true benchmark improvements in the hobby. Is like, can we get TWS to compare with wired stuff, right? Like, when are we going to get a true wireless IM that's better than Top Pro, right? Or like, with value, with detail, like when's that going to happen, right? That's what we're waiting for. Another thing, when are we going to get something that you can take your Susvara OG on the go? Not that, again, it's an expensive headphone. But like the idea that like, you're flying 12 hours cross country in a plane that you see YouTube videos on and like you're bringing your Susvara OG and like you can drive it.
And folks, that world may exist. That may be a real life situation that we just can't wrap our heads around.
So what's going to be cool is like, so again, this isn't necessarily a thing that has to be priced super competitively because it's for people that have really expensive, really hard to drive stuff to begin with, right? So like, I'm just not even in the market for this. I'm in the market for like the DC Elite.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
DC Elite would be a top end purchase for me.
It'd be a top end game purchase for me.
Like this DAC dongle is really
I tend to listen to budget stuff. That's what it's kind of my niche. If I'm going to buy more stuff, it's going to be more budget stuff and it's going to be easy to drive. And DC Elite is going to make like that stuff scale up really well.
Yep.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
So I think it's cool. So what I'm saying is I wonder what, a couple years from now down the line, what it's going to look like when this technology is $1,000.
That would be fabulous.
Wouldn't that be so
It'd be
cool?
remarkable.
It would be like, it would be a moment of brilliance in this hobby.
Yep.
So yeah, you were listening to that. We'll have a segment on it in the video. We talked with the lady there. She was so kind.
Lady was awesome. Yeah. She was great.
Yeah. Why don't we've been talking impressions. We're tired. I got to figure out how I'm going to go home after my boss bought me lunch. And he's going to listen to this.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not going to go home. I guess I can't, right? I can't.
This is such a funny topic.
Why don't we get into just wrapping up with like just giving some love? I think that CanJam is so special. Like,
yes, it is.
It's so cool to be able to meet, interact with, and hang out with the other people that care about this. Because, you know, I think this hobby feels small when we're isolated. It feels small when all your friends are on HeadFi, and you know you're emailing us and you're listening to our podcast. But like, you know, this isn't, you know, Theo Von's podcast, right? Like, we don't have a Patreon.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It can feel small sometimes when you're the only one of all your buddies that cares about this. But when you go to CanJam and like everybody's buzzing, it really is special. Like, a couple times a weekend, like we're just in the room and no one's really talking to us. I was like, how cool is this?
Yeah.
And you're like, this is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
So we love seeing people.
That was such a great point, Jacob. I love that. The hobby
it doesn't feel
small in this office, and it's like nobody.
But it's not small.
It's not.
And that's what's really cool
And
about
it's only
CanJam.
getting bigger, and it's cool.
And there's lots of love to give. You want to give some love to some folks?
Yeah, man. Shout out to
Brian and Cooper.
Brian and Cooper, first and foremost. I really do have a lot.
Do they listen to the podcast?
Yes, they do. Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah. Shout out Devin Kindred, man. That's my guy for real. He commented on the Marty podcast. He's been a listener. Great customer of ours. Brought his kid along with him. The kid was listening to Supernova. I said, "You're raising him right."
Was that the kid that was trying to get Deuce in their ears?
Yeah.
There were so many kids at this show.
I know, it was so cool.
Yeah,
and the kid had the ZMF top on. The shirt that thing was drippy,
that kid actually.
bro.
That kid had aura.
Yeah, a ton of aura.
I saw him and I was nervous.
Yeah.
I was like, "Yo, he has aura."
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out. I got to meet a guy named Josh at the Music Tech booth. He even introduced me to his girlfriend, who's so sweet.
Yeah.
Such a sweet young gentleman. Jonathan, shout out to him. Really, a highlight of my show. I actually gifted my second T-shirt to Aubrey at Campfire. Doubt her or Chris are listening, but this was a cool story. She like loved the T-shirt so much.
She works for Campfire.
She works for Campfire, and she was like,
at this point, if Campfire still listens to our podcast, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
for the amount of times I've dogged on Campfire.
Yeah, she loved the T-shirts, and I caught wind of that, and I gifted her mine. I was like, listen, like I've already worn my large, but like I have an extra XL, and like her face just like lit up.
So
and she was
cool,
like,
man.
Me and Chris are going to be fighting over this. Like, I love this
yeah.
shirt so much. I cannot believe you just
awesome.
gifted me. It was so cool, and it was like designing that T-shirt all made it worth it for that moment. I was like, that was sick. And then another guy was like, can I buy one of these stickers? I really want one of these. I was like, dude, they're free. Like you could just take it. He's like, dude, I love this thing. This is awesome. And then I would say there's so many highlights, but shout out to Yusuf. Big shout out to Yusuf. Yeah,
Yusuf's the goat.
Yeah, he is the goat.
It's funny because he's local, so when he's local to us in Jersey.
Yeah.
So when he popped in the room, I was like,
yeah.
Yo!
How'd you get here?
That was so cool, man.
And shout out to...
He's such a nice guy.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
He's a great customer. Yeah. I think pretty sure he listens to the pod.
Yeah, he does.
Almost positive he does, yeah.
Just shout out everybody that wanted to share gear, man. Like, there was so many people.
Who was the guy that gave me his Phil phone?
Yeah, it was Phil, and dude, I can't, like, I only know bro's name from Discord. Like,
what's his Discord name?
I'm gonna mispronounce it, and I feel bad. Like,
he was such a cool guy.
He's so awesome, and I connect with him at so many shows, and every time I see him, genuinely, my day is better. Like, I see him at CanJam, I'm like, okay, my day is better. But I'm pulling up the Discord name right now.
Yeah, he walked in with the Phil phone around his neck.
He does
like,
all. I know.
Bro.
It's serious. He does all like the coding for Squiglink. Like he does. Yeah, like he's like that. He did the tool for Hangout Audio. Yeah, bro, it's like that, man. It's like that.
Oh, I didn't realize I was talking to a goat.
Yeah, he's the goat, and he
was so kind.
He's so sweet and so like he'll just be like, oh, I don't want to be hogging up space or anything. He brought an amp that he assembled that I can't talk about too much, I guess. He really seemed adamant on that, and I'm not going to get in trouble.
Amp.
He assembled that amp. It was so good, wasn't it?
It was amazing.
It's amazing. He assembled that
Phil
amp.
phone was good, too.
Yeah.
Not that comfortable, though. Too big for me.
Yeah, that was a bummer. But they're coming out with a new strap. Yeah,
straps.
Dude. Yeah, the tuning of that's just phenomenal. But his name's Hiroki. I know I pronounced that wrong. That's his Discord name. I don't know if that's
H-Man, baby.
Yeah,
H-Man. Shout out.
All right, shout out H-Man.
Shout out H-Man. All love.
And he is just such a brilliant young guy that's in this hobby that's so passionate about audio and wants people, like, he's like, I want you guys to check this out. He waited like hours for us to have a free moment to set up that amp and have us listen to it, and it was phenomenal.
It was so good.
It was phenomenal,
Yeah,
and I was like,
awesome.
this guy's the best. Like, he totally rules. So this show was kind of awesome.
It was so cool, man. There was so much buzz in our room the whole time. We were busy, but like I wouldn't have it any other way. Like that's how these weekends should go.
Oh yeah.
Right. So much love. The little demo that Mark did was cool. I wish I got to see a seminar. We can't see like any seminars when we go.
I've never attended. I've only attended a seminar once in Singapore. And
well, but you went to Singapore for a different reason.
I was
you didn't have a booth.
So jet lagged that low key, like there was times in the seminar where my head was going like this.
That's funny.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah. That was cool. Him and Yusuf were hanging. Like that was like kind of like the end of the show for us. Travels back were a bummer.
That sucked.
It got delayed an hour, and then we got on the plane. And then they said it's going to be about an hour before we take off. Once we're in the plane, I had my seatbelt on.
Yeah.
Because you had to, because whatever.
Yeah, that sucked.
And then that flight attendant.
This flight attendant was straight up like 5 minutes in the penalty box, like roughing Major.
Dude,
like, this is crazy.
This flight attendant, every time she walked by, and I don't know. I'm just saying, like, the flight back was rough. There was like a couple, like, there was even like, I don't even.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Traveling back sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks.
I was not a fan.
And dude, you know what else? Because I've been gone like all last week. So I left last Sunday. To Orlando. So I went I had a layover in DC.
That's bizarre.
So I got on a plane to DC, then from DC to Orlando, then from Orlando to Dallas, and then now from Dallas here.
Oh my gosh. I didn't know that. That's awful.
It's awful. So like, dude, I'm on this plane like, dude, it sucked. And then it's like we get back to the airport, and then we get on a shuttle to get to the car to go to Bloom, and then you drop me off at my house because my car wasn't even at Bloom.
I really like that 7 minutes we had together. I really did. I'm serious.
I did too, man. I missed you, but you're so mean to me.
I am horrible to you. I'm a horrible friend. I don't know why you like me. Maybe I shouldn't say horrible friend because I would do anything for you.
No, you are
I'm a horrible person to you.
You're a terrible person, but you're the best friend I have. It sucks, dude.
Oh man. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm terrible to him.
There's
going to be a documentary that comes out, and it's going to be like a tell-all.
There's going to be a documentary of a tell-all.
Yeah,
of like,
it's going to be bad. I'm sorry, guys.
I got to start keeping. You know what? I always think I got to keep receipts. I never do.
Yeah. Starting today. Now I'm going to be the nicest person ever.
No, you were. You know what? You were nice after you got married. You got married,
was very
and there
nice.
was 1 week where we were like, like me, Chin, and Marty were like looking at each other like, this is insane. And then it's like day 8 of being married, and you were back.
I'm back.
You were back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh man, we love CanJam. It gets my spirits so high.
Oh, I'm back.
It just shows you how cool and how community driven this whole hobby is, and it's just a lot of love in those rooms, man.
Yeah, man.
So I had fun. Anything you want to close out with, or
nah?
we getting Chipotle?
I think Chipotle's here. I think I'm starving. I think I'm tired. I think I'm.
Maybe I'll edit the podcast and go home early.
That's a good call.
That would be a good call.
That's a good call. That's a very good call.
And then I just come in tomorrow, just fresh slate with the CJ video.
I think I got to honor the vets tomorrow.
Or do I just take off tomorrow? I kind of can't take off, dude. Like today would be the only day for me to take off. I have so much work to do this week with the CanJam video.
I think I got to honor the vets.
All right. Shout out to the veterans.
Yeah. No, seriously. Shout out to our veterans. Shout out to anybody that's served.
Yeah, active military. They're not even getting paid right now.
Yeah, it's bad. We're in a bad spot. But shout out to anybody that's, because there's a lot of people at Texas I feel like we're veterans, and there were
a lot.
Yeah, so shout out to people who have laid their life on the line.
Shout out to y'all, and we gotta get you paid, man.
we gotta get y'all.
Listen, man, everything is shambles.
Yeah,
but audiophiles
we're up.
We are so up.
I love that closing. Let's go.
3, 2, 1. Peace,
noobs.
Oh, we're back. We're back. Part 2. This was the worst episode of all time.